Clubber the Hitman. Do you like the two nicknames? Do you like the Clubber and the Hitman? Do you think that gets a little bit? Does that get a little lost in translation there?
We're gonna find out if it's.
Because I love Clubber.
But if you call yourself that, you know you're a banger.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah.
You're a clubber, a banger, and a stone cold killer hitman. I mean,
what's
he's
your
got all the
prediction for
nicknames.
tonight? Pain.
Pain.
Cage Wars veteran Jaleel Palmer there. Always coming out to support their teammates at MV MMA, making the trip from Utica.
You know, it's hard to gauge age. Some of our fighters look 20, 22, 23. I have no idea how old Rich Lang is.
You know, it can really be anything. I mean, would we have a 17 or 18-year-old on one of the last cards?
And then you look at somebody who could be in their mid-20s, maybe even touching 30, and they've lived an entire life. And what would make you want to get into this, into the cage, into professional violence at age 30?
You know, some people like to challenge themselves. Sometimes it's, a bucket list thing.
I was 31 my first fight.
Yeah.
So did you train for about 15 years before you?
I started training in 2003.
Yeah.
And had my first fight in 2008.
So was the 5-year mark just because that's when it made the most sense, or when you felt the most ready?
There wasn't any fight promotions around. There was one in Burlington that sprung up, and
the Burlington Brawl.
Yeah.
Did you fight with that promotion?
No, I had just gone up there. I used to go up there watch the shows. I'm a Cage Wars guy through and through.
How old were you when you entered the cage
Tough
for the first
Man?
time? Oh, so you started
Tough Man
first
was
Tough Man?
22.
Was that you were in? You entered that arena first before you did anything in the cage?
2 Tough Man tournaments, 2 second-place finishes.
And how many fights did you have, Jay?
I had 3.
How did you do?
I went 1 and 2,
Okay.
but I could have went 0 and 3. I didn't care. It was all the experience
to
to me.
say you
It was
did
like-
it. Sure.
Yeah, it was.
There's nothing like challenging yourself in this sport.
Yep.
Football, there's 11 guys.
Yep.
Soccer, there's however many people. I don't know soccer. Basketball, there's 5 guys. Here, you're by yourself. That door locks, and it's another man or a woman trying to hurt you.
My only regret is I never got to fight in a cage because we fought in a kickboxing ring. And
Which is like a regular standard
it's
boxing
it's a
ring?
boxing
Yeah.
ring. Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I reffed him in the boxing ring up at Whitehall. That was a nightmare. Trying to keep the guys inside the ring, and my butthole puckered every time they got near the edge. I didn't want to end up on some viral video where somebody breaks their neck falling out of the ring.
Yeah, it was interesting. Especially I went back after I stopped fighting. I went back up and helped them out almost every fight card.
Yeah.
And I went in and tested the ring at one point, and there was like a huge hump on one side.
There was a hole in it, too. There was like a divot.
Yep.
And that was like a boxing ring. That wasn't even meant to be an MMA
No,
ring.
it was. You were not supposed to take bumps on them boards.
We're getting set for our next fight here at Cage Wars 61 in the lightweights. Rich Lang in the cage right now, waiting on his opponent, which is Pat Tanzillo.
We see Anthony Minor, James Carroll, Ruthless Harley Locklear, all Cage Wars veterans here to support their teammate.
And here he comes. Well, you got that part right, Will. You said that Mr. Lang's not one for the pre-fight head nod or anything like that. He was stone cold. We'll bring it up to Mike Falvo.
Our next bout on the card for Cage Wars 61, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. It is in our lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in yesterday at 155 pounds. Representing Mohawk Valley Mixed Martial Arts out of New Hartford, New York, Rich Clubber the Hitman Lang. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in last night at 153 pounds, representing Brian Bury Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out of Watervliet, New York, Pat Tanzillo. The man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell, Mr. Keith Peterson.
Lang staring down Tanzillo.
But Tanzillo's eyes didn't leave Rich Lang the whole time.
Absolutely not. He looks as calm as can be. Talking about Tanzillo as we get set for round number 1. Let's do this.
Rich Lang looks like a very strong, very compact guy.
He's chiseled.
You know, sometimes, though, that extra muscle can be a hindrance, and we've not seen him
push
go.
more blood.
Yeah, we've not seen him go past round 1, so we'll see how this fight plays out.
Nice body kick.
Switching stance.
Tanzillo very relaxed.
You know, Lang coming from a boxing background, he throws his kicks pretty well with his hands.
Nice lateral movement.
And what was the word on Lang coming in, Will?
Amateur boxing background, whole family is boxers. His brother's a national champion.
You know, he just touched up Tanzillo pretty well. Tanzillo's already got some marks.
Well, and you see the way he uses that right hand open like that. He's looking to parry. He's looking to catch punches. He's very comfortable with that style.
Lang looks very seasoned. Doesn't he?
He does, using lateral movement.
Very much lateral. Most movement we've seen.
You know, you're right. His movement and his ability to dodge punches looks just as impressive as
Dodge and
as
catch
his
the
offense.
punch like he did right there. He caught the jab.
He looks like the real thing.
But again, Tanzillo very calm.
I like the pace of this. We got a couple of guys standing up, but it's not frenetic. It's controlled, but it's some serious solid striking. Tanzillo, though, is really starting to show some.
Where?
Sure is.
But, you know, he's staying right in the pocket. He's the longer guy. He's making Rich Lang respect him. You know, Rich Lang has been yet to hit a big shot.
I would imagine at some point Tanzillo's probably going to want to go for some sort of a level change, don't you think?
Absolutely, but at the same time, Rich Lang's a big, strong guy. They work takedown defense at MMA relentlessly.
Nice counter right.
Nice rear teep.
Rich
There we
Lang
go.
will take down.
All right, now remember, folks, amateur MMA, ground and pound to the body only.
You know, and that to me right there says that Rich Lang had to respect him because he decided to change it up, take it to the ground. Looking for that arm.
Yeah, he's working it. He's got 30 seconds left to go, but Lang was able to get out.
Coming up on the end of round 1. Tanzillo looking for the neck, going hip to hip, creating angles.
10 seconds left to go. Lang appears to have
cut under his right eye.
I think we're going to see Tanzillo grow with confidence as this fight goes on. That was a very interesting first round.
You know, and really it started out in Rich's favor, and as the round went on, Tanzillo started to find his comfort zone.
Very relaxed.
Yeah, both guys appear high level, high ceiling, very comfortable too, just kind of taking their coach's instructions.
Rich has got a little mouse on his eye as well, so it's not just Tanzillo. Both these guys are
No,
connecting.
I had commented on what I thought was the blood under Lang's eye, yeah.
You know, and every time I hear Clubber Lang, I think of Ted the movie when he calls himself Clubber Lang.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
Rich Lang, very composed. You see Cage Wars veteran Al Morrow and Coach Duff Holmes in there with him.
He appears to be a high ceiling fighter for me.
They're actually wearing a commemorative MMA shirt for Duff's mother.
That makes sense. I did notice a change in the color.
It says mom on the back of it.
You got to love it.
So will you tell us again, that's one of the guys in the fight camps lost somebody recently?
Duff's mother passed away almost a month ago.
And he's at the corner, right? He's
Yeah.
One of the corner guys.
Yeah, he owns MVMA.
We talk about the aspect of family, and certainly applies in the cage. It's like
Tanzillo looking to load that right hand up.
Yep, he's coming out a little bit more aggressive here in round number 2. I think he felt good. Both fighters should feel pretty confident after the first round.
Again, the underutilization of the double jab.
Absolutely. You can feint off it, throw that double jab, go high-low with the jab.
When I first started training, my coach would instill double jab, double jab.
Well, it also then ensures that you're beginning your series of strikes by throwing
And you can
a
throw
series of strikes.
You can throw somebody's timing off, too. They constantly, that pressure in the face, it's hard to pick up.
Oh, nice job by Tanzillo catching that body kick.
Great job by Tanzillo here.
And Tanzillo has an active ground game.
Yeah, Lang wants nothing to do with this right now.
There's no heel hooks in amateur MMA, only straight ankle locks, straight knee bars.
Lang is a strong dude.
You hear Duff calling 1-1-2. Tanzillo, the longer fighter. Rich has got to get inside.
You know, not a knock on Tanzillo. Lang is just strong. He's just very strong. He's able to thwart any of the aggression by Tanzillo, and he's able to position himself off the ground if necessary. He's just got the more powerful twitch right now. At least in my estimation.
No, you're right. But at the same time, it's a different style. Tanzillo's not a heavy-handed guy. You know, he's going to use the punches to set up his takedowns, his kicks, his clinch.
Oh,
nice left hand. Oh, he's got him against the cage.
I'll tell you what, Tanzillo's trying to survive, but there's a minute left to go in this second round.
I don't know if I take it to the ground like that. I would have kept him up against the cage because he already executed a takedown.
I was just getting ready to say that Tanzillo is not, he's one of them guys that reads people on their chest movement. Watch where his eyes are.
Tanzillo's still relaxed.
He's looking straight at his chest.
30 seconds.
You notice it, Will?
Yes. And there's two schools of thought. There are those guys that stare you in their eyes, and there are the guys that stare you in the chest. I've always preferred the chest because then you can see the feet and the hips and your peripherals.
Yep.
Final 10 seconds.
If you guys care, any of the boxing fitness classes I took, we always make sure we look.
You used to come take my class.
It was the chest.
You used to come take my class. You remember?
I gazed into your chest on many occasions, Will. This is a very interesting fight.
Here we go. Rich loading the hands up. Tanzillo trying to keep that distance.
And that was after
nice left hook.
Nice.
Tanzillo had just caught Lang with a good right, too, right before that.
He did, but Lang did a
All
nice
right,
job
fight
stepping
fans,
off center
let's
line
make
and
some
throwing that
noise.
left hook. This could really be anybody's fight here, guys. Nice left hook.
Yeah.
Stepping off center line to the left.
You can just see that there's just a big difference
And
in
you'll
power.
see him go for the takedown here. Really, it might have behooved him to just stay there, throw some more punches.
I would have, yeah.
But he's just imposing his will, though, at that point, you know?
He is, but when he had him hurt like that, if you can give more damage, again, that's just putting the nail in the coffin for that round with the judges. He already executed a takedown.
Lang, to me, looks like a guy, too, that could even go up. He could do anything he wants. Go up in weight, go down in weight.
He's pretty solid.
He really is. He looks like somebody with a lot of skills.
And we were questioning whether that muscle was going to be a hindrance, but he looks fresh enough for a third round.
Yeah, he looks like he's done this a lot.
Tanzillo's got a nasty cut on his elbow.
Oh, nice right hand.
He didn't rush in.
But again, popping right back up. Tanzillo, super tough guy. Oh, nice right hand. Look at that uppercut. Nice left.
Flipped him. He's hurt. A little wobbly.
Yeah, he is wobbly right now.
Trying to figure out where he is.
But again, he's there.
Look at the toughness.
Oh,
Lang is just clubbing away here in round number 3.
the chin on Tanzillo. Wow.
I mean, Lang is almost like looking at him like, I haven't finished you yet. I think he's almost a little surprised.
Yeah.
Like, how are you still there?
You know, and you notice Rich's punch is a little bit slower. He's starting to feel that fatigue. Nice right hand.
Nice head movement.
Oh, good level change by Tanzillo.
Beautiful head movement.
Tell you what, Tanzillo's showing some real heart here. and intelligence as well. Hell of a
Surprised
job.
his nerve synapses are still firing like that.
Yeah, because he had one of the, I think it was one of them deer in the headlights knockouts where, and then I'm back where I was.
And he is busted. We'll get a shot of that.
Halfway through this round.
He's gonna. Oh,
But this is interesting here. Because in the previous rounds, Lang's just been able to power his way from bottom position. And I'm not sure he's going to be able to do that now.
Tanzillo, look for that body lock.
up and almost.
Tanzillo showing tremendous composure here after getting
Looking
rocked
for the back.
midway through this
Looking
round.
for that neck.
Give this man some credit.
Rich fighting the hands well.
And he's got a minute to work, regardless of what happens here. How about the heart with Tanzillo? Just making it interesting.
He's got that body triangle.
Great job. Oh, and we have a bird's eye view here.
Man, Rich would be better off rolling to his left, putting that pressure on the foot. There we go. But again, too little, too late. Coming up on 30 seconds. Body triangles are the worst.
They are.
Wow.
I may have tapped to a couple on my day.
Win, lose, or draw, both men.
I mean, look at Tanzillo's face. He's cut open over the eyebrow, and he is still coming forward.
What a fight. You know, it's kind of unfortunate with the rules. You can't do ground and pound to the face. That'd be perhaps a bit of a game changer.
Perfect position, yeah.
Rich Lang doing a nice job, though, defending the choke. He's not really been in danger yet.
I'll tell you, great fight. And I think both men should show an inordinate amount of respect toward one another because they both ate some big shots and they were game throughout the whole way. And we saw some high-level stuff for guys that have only been in the cage a couple of times.
You know, and you're seeing that respect between the two of them. They're both, you know, smiles. This was a hell of an experience for both these guys.
I'd like to see these guys run it back.
All right, let's check out the replay here. Oh, you know, Tanzillo went for his right hand, and Rich beat him to it.
You know, I give Tanzillo credit because at this point it looked like, you know, the ref was even closing in, coming in looking for a potential stoppage, but he does never stop battling.
No, and he did a good job, you know, putting his hands up, using that high guard to deflect a few of those punches.
He takes a big one. Oh, man.
The chin on this guy.
Look at the power, accuracy, and like you said, the chin, the durability of Tanzillo kept him in it, gave him an opportunity to win.
He didn't look rocked at all, really. He was always with it. He didn't need to engage in a clinch to get his wits back. You know, I mean, super, super durable guy.
Do you think he did enough to win that third round, late in the rounds?
I think he did,
He may have.
absolutely, with that body triangle, the control time. Well, but again, he was dropped, too, so you never know how the judges are going to see this. I wouldn't want to be a judge right now, to be honest with you, Brian.
I'll tell you what, that was a hell of a fight, and we are just getting started here at Cage Wars 61, and we appreciate you guys watching on Stimulus.com.
And Rich Lang's next fight is going to be no shin guard, so I'm looking forward to that. We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvo for the official announcement.
And as always, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for one hell of a fight? And at the end of 3 hard-fought rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to the official scorecard. All 3 judges have scored the fight in favor for your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Rich Clubber the Hitman Lang.